Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to welcome you all for the opening of the 5th edition graduation ceremony of the MFamily Erasmus Mundus Joint Masters in Social Work with Families and Children. The month of August is indeed the most awaited month for our MFamily students. I'm sure it has already been a month-long of waiting and preparations for our students, the proud family members that are present here today, and also our professors. To come to Lisbon from all the corners of the globe, I'm so glad you could make it. You're welcome to Lisbon. Well, as I reflect on yesterday's seminar, I can truly say what a fantastic cohort and a fantastic batch of students this 5th cohort has been. And this graduation symbolizes all of your hard work and the challenges that you have endured during this 2-year journey. More importantly, it also serves as a beacon of hope of what exciting opportunities that lie ahead of you. I already want to give you my best wishes in advance, but I think we have a lot of time to keep doing that. So I'd like to welcome you all once again for your gracious presence in this wonderful evening, all soaked up in the celebration mood. Okay, my name is Ashima, and I will be hosting this graduation ceremony today. And I'm absolutely delighted to be here and celebrate each one of your academic success. Well, without further ado, to officially begin our ceremony, we are presenting an opening music performance by the Hungarian musician Sándor Mester, and his performance is supported by the Hungarian Embassy in Lisbon. So please give him a round of applause and welcome Mr. Sándor. Thank you for such a wonderful performance, Sándor. Looks like the audience really enjoyed it and it was very soothing. Okay, moving on, let's go to the formalities, and I would like to call upon our opening speaker, Professor Claudia Pereira, Deputy Director of the MFamily Master at ISCTE. I'd like to request her to please come up on the stage and please share a few words.
Good afternoon to all of you, and welcome to the 5th edition of the European Master Erasmus Mundus Social Work with Family and Children. And I would like to say I'm very happy to be here, because we are in a room with 17 nationalities. Can you believe 17? So I will start to name the countries. We have students from 12 countries, plus family members and guests from other 5 countries. I will start to name the countries, and I ask you to raise the hand of persons from that country. So, Italy, welcome. Georgia, welcome. Norway, welcome. Iran, welcome. Kyrgyzstan, welcome. Nepal, Vietnam, welcome. Singapore, welcome. Philippines, Canada, welcome. Bolivia, welcome. So these masters have students from all these countries, and we still have the privilege to have guests, family members, professors from 5 other countries. So Sweden, welcome. Romania, welcome. South Africa, welcome. And New Zealand, welcome. And Portugal. I'm also very happy because I'm in a room with students who did very interesting master dissertations, as we saw yesterday in the seminar, and who could finish it on time, on 2 years, in 4 universities in Sweden, Norway, Portugal, and Uganda. So congratulations to each of you. And I have 2 points. Why are we here in this room, and what is the point to be here? So I think we are here for 4 reasons. First, because 17 students graduated, and secondly, because of networking, intelligent people, and nice people. And why? Because this is how this master was created. It was created, and we were just speaking of it yesterday, of networking. This is also what the master is, networking. It was with Professor Maria das Dores, with Professor Ana Maria in Italy, with Professor Stefan from Norway, and then with Professor Ingrid, Professor Justus. That's how it was born, with the networking, which is a great resource. Secondly, because they were intelligent and they had this great idea. It was not one person isolated. It was a team, a combination. And third, because they are nice. Because if they were very intelligent but they were not nice, this would have not started. Because it takes a lot of work, and only with nice people and professional people you can do it. So that's why the second reason we are here: networking, intelligent people, and nice people. Third, because they were very persistent and they got funding from the European Commission. That's why all the students are here. There are good scholarships that can allow you to go to 4 universities. So first semester ISCTE, second they go to Norway, so South Europe, North Europe. Then they go to Sweden, and then the 4th to Uganda, Portugal, Norway, or Sweden. And it takes a lot of work to get funding from European Commission. They did it. And also because of the European Commission, we are here. I think this is one of the contributions of European Commission to make the world a better world. And the fourth, we are here also because the team of the consortium of the master of these 4 universities, they like each other. Otherwise, they will not have all the hard work in these 7 years to keep struggling for the master so that the students could be studying. And this takes me to my next point. What is the point to be here? And it's that, it's to be intelligent, to be nice, and to have the resources to be prepared for the professional stage. This is what the master gave you. It gave you knowledge, it gave you networking. That's very important. So you can now be good professionals. And plus, we could see that you are also very good human beings. So I think you are prepared for the next stage, professional life, and to contribute on your own way to make this world a better world. And I will end by thanking, because that's why we are all here, because of the contribution of many people. I will start by the family members who allowed and stimulated the students to come, and who came from New Zealand, from Bolivia, from Nepal, other countries. They are all here today, so that only because of the support of family members, you are also here today. The guests who are here today, the authorities as ambassadors and the embassies who give support to these masters, to the professors, to the staff of universities, and I would like to thank the staff of ISCTE Informatics, Communication and Image, the events, all the services in the university that allow us to progress. I also would like to thank the new coordinator of this Erasmus Mundus, Professor Elizabeth. She takes a lot of care and still flexible to new ideas, so thank you so much. I would like to thank, in the case of ISCTE, to all the professors who are here, in particular to Joana and Raquel, and also to Eduardo, and all the team that makes this possible. And in the end, I would like to thank the coordinator of this edition, the 5th edition, for 5 years, Professor Maria das Dores. She gave her best. That's how we learn. We learn with the examples. We listen in the classes, but what we learn is with the examples. And she gave the example of giving her best. So thank you so much, and enjoy.
Thank you, Professor Claudia. Well, now it's time to present the esteemed lineup of the guests that we have here today from our partner universities. So to begin with, I'd like to call upon Dr. Alfred Masikia Noma, Academic Registrar of the Makerere University, Uganda. Please.
Thank you very much, the Program Director. To all our invited guests, the graduates, the professors who have been teaching on this program, ladies and gentlemen in your respective capacities. First of all, I bring you warm greetings from Makerere University. And secondly, I want to join the previous speaker to thank Professor Maria for having hosted and coordinated this master's program effectively for the last 5 years. You have done a very wonderful job. In Uganda, we would call you to be the mother of the Erasmus Mundus program. I want to thank the other staff of Portugal, that is Eduardo and Sylvia, with whom I have been working with in signing the diplomas, and to Eduardo for the technical support and welfare issues that he has been granting to me from the time I left Uganda up to Portugal. Thank you so much, and I cannot take everything for granted. I also want to thank the professors for all the partnering universities for the time you have taken to nurture these young men and women so that they have been able to complete their program in the stipulated 2 years. I know you had challenges here and there, and the challenges are everywhere, but you have done us proud, and therefore we want to congratulate you for this enormous energy that you put in to nurture the young men and women. To our graduates, I want to say congratulations. You deserve the diplomas that are going to be given to you. You have not disappointed us, and neither have you disappointed the taxpayers who have been providing this scholarship to you. So thank you for enduring and for completing the program successfully. I want to wish you the best, more especially in career advancement. You are still young men and women. You can still continue the journey in academia and other professional paths so that you are able to be useful citizens in the countries that you are going to be in. The MFamily program in Uganda, to the partnering universities, I want to say that this program has now been fully approved by all the authorities in Uganda. And therefore, the program is contributing towards the capacity building of the nation of Uganda and to Makerere University, which is the premier university in the Republic of Uganda. Professor Maria is handing over the relay peg. This is actually a race. The race started in Portugal. It is now, the peg is going to the University of Stavanger. We want to wish you the best in the running of the program, Elizabeth. We will be there to support you. And we want to pledge that Makerere will continue to play its role in the running of the MFamily program. I want to commend Justus, my colleague from Makerere University. Justus is the person who has been with the students who have been coming for research in Uganda, and he has been guiding them well, and at least the students appreciate the role that you have been playing. I want to conclude by wishing all of you the best of the evening events and journey masses back home. May God bless you, and thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much. The room is now full of a lot of gratitude and good vibes, isn't it? Moving on, let's invite Professor Ingrid Hoyer, professor at the University of Gothenburg in Sweden.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this great event. Today, I'm really honored to address the ambassadors, the dean, representatives from different organizations, colleagues and partners from ISCTE, Makerere, Gothenburg and Stavanger, and last but certainly not least, all students with families and friends. I consider myself very privileged to be part of the MFamily program. I've had the privilege of getting to know you on your first semester in Lisbon, meet you briefly in Stavanger for your second semester, and welcome you to Gothenburg on your third semester, and then now meet you here in Lisbon for the graduation. And we have experienced many memorable moments together, not only at the university, but also at other occasions, such as a welcome party when you got stuck at an unknown railway station for 2 hours, I think, due to a delayed train, but you managed that. And also at the Christmas party at our house. I love the Christmas parties that we have together. And it's been a real pleasure to follow you during this time. I really enjoyed listening to all your presentations yesterday. I must say this is one of the best days of the semester for me, listening to the presentations that you've made, all of you. They are great presentations and very promising for future research and future social work. And your presentations are evidence of what you have learned over these 2 years. And I think you and your families and friends that are here have all the reasons to be very proud of your accomplishments. And I would also like to say a warm thank you to all who made this possible, the European Commission for their support, Maria de Storch-Greiro and other colleagues at ISCTE for being such good coordinators, for our first MFamily program, and all colleagues at the Universities of Gothenburg, Makerere and Stavanger. It's a real pleasure working with all of you. And of course also to all of the students participating in the program. And I don't know if there are any representatives for organizations here today, but if there are, I would really like to say thank you for receiving our students for fieldwork. The commitment of those organizations is really, really important for us. And I do hope that the knowledge, the expertise, and the international connections you've had during these 2 years will provide you with the tools you need to address future social work in the best way. And I've said this on all previous occasions, and I will keep on saying it. Please remember that you have access to an outstanding international network. I don't think that can be said too often. Through the contacts you've had made during the 2 years and the MFamily program, you have a real good base for a future network. And I also must say that the diversity in this group, the different experiences, and also the collaboration and friendship you've developed is of great importance. And I think I've said this before, but I think I can say this again, because the diversity in the group makes me feel so safe, and it makes me feel so hopeful for the future of social work. I love looking at the diversity in this group. And I also hope that you will stay in touch with all of us at the 4 departments in Lisbon, Stavanger, Gothenburg, and Kampala, and let us know how you are getting on. And lastly, I would like to say congratulations for successfully completing the program. This is really a great accomplishment, and you should feel proud of what you have performed. You worked hard, and now it's time to meet new challenges in social work in different kinds of contexts. Wherever you go and whatever you will do in the future, I wish you the best of luck with your continued career. But before I finish this speech, my colleagues from the MFamily Consortium and I would like to say a special thank you to Maria de Storch-Greiro, who has been the May coordinator for the first edition of the program. So please, can you come up here and join me? really something that we are not sure of if this is the right thing to do. But I'm so old now that I can embarrass myself without So we have written a very short song.
You know West Side Story, do you? Yeah. You know the female main character.
So this completely unreal.
Maria, we want to applaud our Maria. The MFamily Queen has made our program dream come true. Maria has always been so good to see ya. All partners working well, perhaps under the spell of you. Maria, say it loud, and the students playing. Say it soft, and the students start praying. Maria, we're saying, stay with us, Maria.
How very refreshing. Maybe the audience wants to hear Maria's reaction. So should we request Professor Maria to say how she felt about this performance? I think she's in loss of words. I can understand. This was moving for us as well. But also on behalf of the students and the previous cohorts, I would really like to thank Professor Maria for all that you have done to us. We can also say that you have changed each and every one of our lives, you know. You have a very big impact in our lives, and we thank you. Moving on, since we're looking at the foundation of what makes MFamily, the foundation of what built us all together, the reason we are all sitting in this room together, we would like to welcome Ellen Mathiese. I'm sorry if I'm not saying the word right, the names. She's the Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences at the University of Stavanger in Norway. Please take over the mic.
Thank you. It's not easy to continue after this performance, but I'll do my best. So, dear graduates, faculties, and we also have a couple of ambassadors today, family, friends, and all the partner university respondent. I've been given the honor and the privilege to give a speak from the University of Stavanger today. So, but first of all, I would really like to congratulate the main persons in this room today, the graduates. Congratulations. And I remember I was here 2 years ago, and I met the students in an information meeting about the different countries you are to go to and what to expect. And I remember watching the students that first day, because you looked a bit anxious and insecure, not knowing exactly what was expecting you and what was expected from you. And then I didn't see you for 2 years. So then I saw you today when I arrived at the previous meeting today, and I saw completely different students. And I was happy to see that, because you looked much more secure today than you did 2 years ago. So certainly you have got to know each other during these years and learned a lot, I'm sure. So congratulations for this. And I would also like to thank the faculty from all participating countries who have served as teachers and advisors for this interesting master's program. I'm sure you have done a lot to make these students who they are today. I'm sure that you've learned them a lot of passion for the subjects you are teaching them. And of course, I will follow the previous speakers, thanking the University of ISCTE for hosting this program these years. You've done an excellent job. I've heard a lot of positive feedback about you. And 17 students from 14 countries spent a semester in Stavanger. The teachers report that the students were highly engaged in their work, at the same time as they took great care of each other, and they were very social, a great group of students. And even as we heard today, 2 of the students, Nino Djibouti and Natalie Bull, they even took the initiative to develop a communication platform where useful information, ideas, relevant articles, and jobs can be posted in the future. So congratulations with that initiative. Excellent. And I also heard that the students are integrating greatly within the country they are. They integrated with the Norwegian students. And they had great discussions in the classes. And the teacher even report that they wish that the students could stay a little bit longer because they are missing them. And one of the special happenings the semester they were in Norway was a trip that was organized to one of the Norwegian's most famous mountains called the Pulpit Rock. And for some of the students, this was the first time that they even hiked in the mountains. So that was a very special experience for some of the students, and I hope they will remember it and maybe come back again to climb some other mountains. And 6 of the students have written their master thesis in Stavanger, all with interesting and important topics. And the theses are generally of high quality, and they have unique data sets. And therefore, some of these students are actually going forward and want to rewrite their thesis into an article that is to be published in a peer-reviewed journal. So thus the teacher report that they experience you students as highly qualified and skilled students, and it has been a great pleasure professionally as well working with you. So I hope that your stay in Norway has been a positive and memorable experience, and that during your stay in Stavanger you made new friends and relationships that will last long time into the future. I'm sure that this international study has enhanced your cross-cultural understanding, opening your minds, which will build cultural bridges and prevent conflicts in the future. Thus, you have attended a very valuable program. I hope that you have received inspiration so that you will see possibilities for developments of social work in your home countries. With this, I would like to thank you, students, for the time with us in Stavanger and other places, and I wish you all the best for the future. And finally, I would give a special thank to the faculty and administration here at ISCTE for their excellent effort as coordinator of the program. From next year, the University of Stavanger has the honor of taking over this role, And I'm sure you have really a lot to learn us, and that there will be several meetings and discussion where you can share knowledge to us in Stavanger. So with this, I wish you welcome to the next graduate ceremony in Stavanger. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Gro Ellen. We wish you all the best in terms of taking over by the University of Stavanger. All our best wishes are with you. Moving on, let's welcome Professor Pedro Vasconcelos, Sub-Director of the School of Sociology and Public Policy of ISCTE, Portugal.
Thank you very much. Welcome, everyone. First and foremost, the students and their family. They're the most important people here, undoubtedly. But also, of course, my colleagues, the representatives of the university and the representatives of different countries who are here present, the ambassadors. I'm here representing also Professor Helena Carvalho, who is the director of the School of Sociology and Public Policy. She couldn't be here, and she wanted to welcome you and congratulate you on this momentous occasion when you get finally your diploma. This is also important for me because I also teach in the MFamily Consortium. So I'm very pleased to be here and see you all. And in fact, almost not recognize you because you've changed so much. You make me feel old, which is good. Getting old is not that bad. It means you're growing up and doing new things that I could never think of. So that is very, very good. I will be brief. Just let me tell you very rapidly something which is for me quite striking. This is a joyous occasion. A joyous occasion because you are at the end of a period in your lives, but you're beginning a new one. Consortiums like this, and let me tell you that the School of Sociology and Public Policy is presently and for always, committed to continuing this type of cooperations with other universities, and specifically this cooperation. But this is important not only because of what you learned, and I hope you've learned a lot and researched a lot and done a lot, but also because of what you have lived in the different places, the different countries. And well, look at the number of the list of countries my colleague Claudia just listed at the beginning. This is impressive. And the places you have been able to meet new people, have new experiences in new contexts. This is very important because it brings hope for the future. This is a joyous moment today because the most important thing that will happen today is when you are awarded your diplomas. But this is also joyous because of the hope that it brings of what you will be doing, not just for yourselves, but for the world. The Romans used to say gaudium et spes, right? And if the Romans said it, it brings good fortune. It means joy and hope. So that's probably what remains, most importantly for me here, is not only the joy of being here with you at this moment, but the hope of what you will be doing in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor Pedro. Now, I think this is our most awaited speech from what our partner universities suggest is the queen of MFamily. So I would like to welcome Professor Maria das Torres Guerrero, Vice Rector of Internationalization at ISCTE, and also the consortium coordinator of the first 5 editions of the MFamily Master. Please come on the stage and take it.
Thank you, Ashima, for these kind words, which make me not much comfortable, but anyway. Boa tarde, good afternoon, everybody. Your Excellencies, the ambassadors of Iran, Italy, and Philippines, dear MFamily Consortium partners from the universities of Stavanger, Göteborg, and Makerere, Dear associated partners from Casa Pia, Santa Casa, I believe they are somewhere in the room, Santa Casa, da Misericórdia de Lisboa and Segurança Social, also other internship partners such as Humanus, I believe is somewhere also in the room. Dear MFamily students, their families and friends, I am very happy to see the room with so many friends and family members, and dear ISCTE staff members also here with us. It is actually with a very great pleasure that ISCTE celebrates the delivery of the diplomas to the 5th edition of the Erasmus Mundus MFamily Master Students, and have you here today in this graduation ceremony. With this 5th cohort of graduates, we are actually reaching the end of the MFamily program coordinated by ISCTE since 2012, and the next cohorts of MFamily students this August moving to the University of Göteborg will have their graduation, as we heard before from the Dean of Stavanger, will have their graduation at the University of Stavanger, which is the new program coordinator since the 6th edition. So this MFamily graduation ceremony will be the last one occurring here in this room at ISCTE, which is passing the floor to the University of Stavanger on one side, and meanwhile ISCTE has passed the floor regarding the coordination of the master, today represented by its Deputy Director, Professor Cláudia Pereira. So Cláudia Pereira is already the Deputy Director of the master at ISCTE, and I am leaving from this task I have been taking in charge since a long while. Professor Cláudia has been involved in teaching and the MFamily program since almost its beginning, and the masters couldn't be left in better hands. I am sure of that. This year, 15 students will be receiving their diplomas in a while. So many congratulations to all of you, to the new MFamily graduates in this room. And I am going to mention their names: Akram, Anna, Andrew, Boldrin, Elizabeth Rani, Elsa, Caroline, Laura, Loan, Natalie, Nazgul, Nino, Prisma, Rose, and Valentina. Congratulations to all of you. And as we could all testify yesterday at the 5th MFamily seminar, where during all day you could be presenting a summary of your dissertations, you have done a very interesting work, a great job. Very interesting pieces of research and of social work action were referred, which are providing for sure important results regarding the topics studied in the domain of social work, social policies, social integration, all the topics of your interesting dissertations, which will be running in these screens where you are receiving the diplomas. I am sure this is the step one of your brilliant careers you will have in the field of social work, either as practitioners or as academics. I am sure your CV will be capturing the attention of the employers of the jobs you will be applying to, as already happens with many other former MFamily graduates. And it is always a big pleasure for us when we know that one of you have been recruited to a better job, a position, or have been enrolled in a new PhD program. With all these kind of participations, the MFamily network is growing up across different countries and regions of the world. The MFamily students are becoming a large family, almost 100 students graduated, committed with the problems of the world, with capacity of reflection and acting, leaving your contributions and memories in the places you have been passing through, such as universities and internship organizations which hosted you along the 4 semesters. As we could realize from the messages, the internship organizations settled in Portugal sent to us, they have appreciated your commitment. Usually they appreciate the questions you address and the contributions you provide with your ideas and different ways of looking at the problems, which help them to reflect and sometimes even introduce small changes in their daily practices. Several of the Portuguese internship organizations are here in this room today, and I would like to express ISCTE's gratitude to them. Santa Casa, Casa Pia, Humanos, Segurança Social, many thanks to you. Muito obrigada pelo trabalho que fazem com os nossos estudantes. Before finishing, and for sure I will be repeating previous discourses, but today is the day for and the occasion for that. I would like to emphasize how important it has been for the success of the MFamily project, the contribution of the partner universities and the colleagues with whom ISCTE has been working and which are here today with us, like professors Ingrid and Staffan Hoyer from Göteborg, Dr. Alfred Namoa and Professor Justus from Makerere University, Professor Elisabeth Enochsen and Einar Engebretsen from the University of Stavanger, also the Dean of the University of Stavanger, the new coordinators of the MFamily program since its 6th edition. All of them are crucial elements for the success of the program. But besides them, along the history of the MFamily started even before 2012 and coming from 2007-2008 with the international post-graduation on the same topics, I would like to mention the contribution given by some other colleagues to our master, which are not here with us. Margareta Beck-Wiklund and Mona Fransehan from Göteborg, Cecilie Omre and Liv Sheldrup from Stavanger, Ingmarie Johnson, also from Göteborg, as well as to stress the memory of 2 other colleagues who are not with us anymore, Maren Beck and Sveinung Orvrak. It has been with all of them that we could make this program as the first Erasmus Mundus at ISCTE. After this Erasmus Mundus here at ISCTE, some others have been created in other areas, and really hope many others can emerge, as well as other forms of international cooperation, making use of Erasmus and other funding sources at the European Commission or in other institutions financing us. To finalize, my big my obrigada goes to all the large team at ISCTE who allows us to accomplish our job as coordinators up to the 5th edition, apart from the lecturers and supervisors. The coordinator, Luís Capucha, who unfortunately is not with us, he is in the hospital, Cláudia Pereira, the deputy director, Inês Amaro, Maria João Pena, Jorge Ferreira, Margarida Barroso, Joana Azevedo, Raquel Matias, Pedro Adão e Silva, Pedro Vasconcelos, our former dean, Helena Carreiras, also our lecturer in our master program. I would like to greet in particular Eduardo Rodrigues. I don't see him. I hope he's hidden. Okay. Eduardo at the International Office, the Academic Services, Finance Department, the Library, the Logistics, the IT and Media Services, and in particular, of course, the staff of the School of Sociology and Public Policy, to which the program belongs. Dear MFamily graduates, many congratulations again. Maria and Ashima, the former students who were with us yesterday and today, they came from these former cohorts and they are representing them. Many thanks for coming and for participating in the session. Dear guests, thanks for coming. Thank you all. Obrigada.
Thank you so very much, Professor Maria. Well, I can see our students are getting more and more anxious to be finally certified as social workers and get their diplomas, but not just yet. Before we move into the highlight of today, I would like to present a second musical performance by Sandor Mester. Once again, guys, please give him a round of applause and welcome him on the stage. Thank you so much, everyone. Now the moment that we have all been waiting for, the highlight of today, and the diploma deliveries will soon be started. Before that, a thought just crossed my mind. Like right now, I'm in a state of nostalgia because last year I was in the crowd with my friends and waiting to get those diplomas and feeling so anxious and happy because it is such a special day. But also to think about just a piece of advice, how you can appreciate this moment, because this is probably the last time that the entire class is going to be sitting under one roof. So just for that, little heads up before we start the delivery of diplomas. While I announce the names in alphabetical order, I will also announce the names of the people that will be handing over the diplomas to you. And I would expect each one of you, the students, to deliver a 3 to 4 minutes short speech. So let us begin. So the first name I'm going to call out is Akram Routmajan from Iran. And the diploma will be delivered by Ambassador of Iran in Lisbon, Morteja Damanpak Jami. Congratulations, Akram. Okay, now Akram will share a few words.
Hey, hi everyone. Welcome to our graduation ceremony. I couldn't believe that I'm here and it's the end of this amazing program. I'm so happy to be here again, but not as a new person, new student that doesn't know anything about living out of the country. I don't want to make it too long. I want to give my thanks, special thanks to the 3 different groups. First of all, European Commission for giving this amazing opportunity to all of us to living out of the country in Europe. And second of all, to all of my teachers, my amazing, lovely, and professional teachers that help us to learn and grow. And then to my friends, my classmates, thank you for all of your love and support that you gave me and still I'm receiving. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Akram. Next up, we have Ana Maria de la Fuente Bernal from Bolivia. And the diploma will be delivered by Professor Gro Ellen Mathisen from University of Stavanger.
Well, I would like to say a few words since this is the last time we'll probably be together and I can address you guys. I started this experience as a very stubborn Bolivian girl that did not like to travel or move away from my home. Now I came all this way and I could not be more grateful for this amazing opportunity. First, I would like to thank my father. Papi, gracias por ser madre, padre para mí. Y estar aquí en este momento tan importante. My beautiful boyfriend, who's not here, he's in Stavanger, but I love him very much and thank him for all the patience he has with me, especially throughout the thesis process. Second, I would like to thank the program and the wonderful people that took care of us along this time. Professor Maria, Claudia, Eduardo, Ingrid, Professor Stefan, Professor Elizabeth Noxen, and all many people that were in charge of us throughout all these years. But mostly I would like to thank you, my colleagues. I grew up thanks to you, and I know this experience will not have been the same without you, each and every one of you. I did not expect to get this emotional, I'm sorry. I will never forget Nino's confidence, a strong confidence. I will always miss relying on you to ask directions to strangers. One of our youngest person in our cohort that always had very strong confidence and just came with a strong English to no matter who it was. So I will always remember that. Prisma, who seems very shy, but under that first cover, I met and appreciated a very strong woman with very strong opinions and high responsibility for her life. Nazgul, I never met a person so pure and so nice, and I remember you told us the first day that your name meant delicate, shy flower. You really are a beautiful flower, and you always kept beautiful colors no matter what. I expected throughout the years you will be mad at somebody, but never came. So I will always remember, and I will miss you very much. Rose, you are so strong with so many responsibilities in your life that you always handle with strength and most of all, fashion. Our most fashionable girl, I will always cherish you. Baldwin, thank you for always showing yourselves as you are, and I think we all saw you manage and adapt in such an amazing and inspiring way throughout this process. Elsa, our mommy in this program, never tired to help, diplomatic, always being able to solve our problems and give us advice at any time. You have a huge heart and a lot of patience. Thank you. Caroline, I always thought you had that curiosity of a child, and I look up to you to always look at the positive side of things, find solutions, and resolve any issue with hope and mostly faith. Akram, I will miss you, curious and so consistent, to always find answers to your questions. You will always do what you want, and I really, really appreciate that. Elizabeth, you taught me many things. The best one was to remain calm, look at things from a perspective that keeps me safe from feelings and give room a little bit more to my brain, a safe space to think. And I will miss you putting a stop to my many, many dramas. So thank you. Laura, beautiful color, opinionated Laura, Lady Laura. I always think of the song of Roberto Carlos when I think of Laura. It's multitasking came to life as Laura. She has a lot to handle in life, but always does it. It makes it look very easy. Natalie, cheers to you. I know you don't always like to be this example of Canadian politeness, but you are. And I'm very thankful for that I got to meet this whole country just by meeting you. And I think it's an amazing thing. You're an amazing professional, polite, warm person that was born to change the world, as all of you guys are. Andrew. Thank you, Andrew, for you. A special energy that kept us on our toes. So much knowledge in such a small body. So much energy and so much happiness. You mean so much to me. Luan, since the first time you told me that you always take time to think what you've been through the day. I remember that since Portugal, and it has been my mantra throughout these 2 years. Take some time to figure out what's going on with me. That I learned from you, and I thank you for the calmness you bring me always. Valentina, always last in the list, but number one in my heart. Thank you for being my hard-blooded Latina, my companion to share my drama and open your heart to enjoy all of our experiences together. I love you guys. I've been motivated and inspired by all of you, and you have enriched me in unimaginable ways. Please always be happy. I know you will be wherever you want to be, and I hope you keep your Facebook updated so I can see what's going on with you guys. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anna. Congratulations once again. Now, next up, we have Andrew Rex Manalang from Philippines. And the diploma will be delivered by the Ambassador of Philippines in Portugal.
Boa tarde! Yes, we're finally done. Well, my ambassador said, like, make it short, okay? So I'm trying my best. But I didn't really prepare any speech because I really want to address everyone with all my heart. And, oh my God, I become emotional. It's your fault, Anita. But, yeah, well, first I would like to thank our coordinator Maria, for our professors Claudia, Pedro, Eduardo also here, and Sir Banya, thank you so much to our ambassadors here. Thank you for coming to our graduation. But I also thank my mom for coming here. She flew 29 hours from New Zealand to come here. It's like almost 2 days. But yeah, and I'm really one of the privileged students in the world to come in this master's program, because with the hundreds of applications, we are here. And who would have thought that, you know, we will be here like all together. And I'm really thankful that to be given this opportunity. And also, I really want to congratulate the parents of our without you, without your support, we won't be here. Because if you won't allow us to fly here, no, we will just be staying at home. You like that? No, we don't. But like when I received the diploma from our ambassador, I said like, oh my God, after I walk out this room, I will be unemployed. So I will think about it later. I will find a job soon, maybe. But from the bottom of my heart, I will miss all my colleagues. I really love you so much. Well, we drank together. We did so much crazy stuff. We still do it excellently. Like even if we're drunk, we go to the next class the next day. You know, like feeling normal, and we still participate. We still, do our well on our papers. And we did our best. And I am so proud that I am with all these colleagues, from the world, from different parts of the world, that show that we are excellent, we are the best, and we give honor to this program. We give honor also to our families that we did something that is great. And also we took MFamily seriously because it's Erasmus Mundus Masters in Social Work with Families and Children. Some of us also got engaged, got married, and will have a baby. So families and children, congratulations to all of you. We will do that. But even though now we will be in different parts of the world, I will leave, because I'm an ambassador looking at me now. Oh, so long. I will leave by saying what Albert Einstein said, that our separation from each other is just an optical illusion of consciousness. So we will all be together. We will still part of this one small, our world is small, the universe is big, but we are here, we've been together in a big world. So it's not a big world, it's a small world. And I know we will still see each other. We will see each other again until we meet again. Thank you so much and have a nice afternoon and evening.
It's such a pleasure for me, very moving, to witness the gems of MFamily to be graduating today. How delightful. So next up we have Baldrin Okello from Uganda, and the diploma will be delivered by Professor Maria das Torres Curero.
Your Excellencies, the ambassadors are around. My professors are around. The invited families, my fellow graduates, a very good evening. I am so happy and delighted and at the same time sad because I think a journey that started 2 years back today is coming to an end. And I want to send my gratitude to certain individuals that have been so supportive throughout this program. First of all, to Professor Maria, I am so grateful and delighted. In the history of the MFamily, I think I've been the latest student ever since. But you had hope in me, never gave up, and still inspired me to come. I also want to send my gratitude to my family here in Lisbon, although they're not physical. Mr. Ilunga, who is seated behind, he has been so much supportive, and Cindy, they encourage us so much. We relied so much on them at a time when things were tough. You think you can't push and carry on, but they were there for us. My classmates, I don't know how I really want to appreciate you. I sat in a class of 15 ladies, 2 men, very strong ladies with very strong arguments. And I'm happy to report that you have changed my mindset when it comes to issue of advocating for women's rights. I pick a lot of inspiration from them, so much. Nino have Nita, intellectual arguments we had in class, Valentina, Nazgul, we had Prisma. So you have really, really been a source of change in my life. And I live very proud with my head up that I may not be the same Baldwin that came in 2017 for God and my country.
Thank you, Baldwin. Congratulations once again. Next up, we have Elizabeth Rani Raja from Singapore, and the diploma will be delivered by Professor Elizabeth Inoxen.
Thank you all my previous classmates who did such wonderful speeches. When I was told I was supposed to do a speech, I did not really prepare a very simple thank you note. But yeah, in the last 1 hour, I tried to write something, so I hope that's good. So I can't believe I've graduated. 2 years went by much quicker than I anticipated. So much has happened and changed. I met some of the most amazing people from all over the world. My MFamily friends, thank you for always being there for me and supporting me. Natalie, Elsa, Anita, Nazgul, every single one of you, every single 17 of you, you guys have been like a blessing in my life. Without this strong support network, I don't know if I would have been able to survive the past 2 years the way I did. And also a special thanks to Caroline. You are my special person from the first day that we met until now. You have been my support network. You're the brightest and most energetic person I've met, and I'm so thankful for that. And also to Caroline's family, who is my Norwegian family. Thanks for always hosting me and always being there for me too. And also our professors, thank you, Maria, Stefan, Ingrid, Claudia, especially Elizabeth, my supervisor, who has supported me and guided me through my whole nightmarish thesis process. It was stressful, but I'm so glad that it's over and we did like really well in it. And also, finally, thank you to my family who flew all the way from Singapore, my mom Pam, brother Jeff, and sister Ilya. You guys are my biggest support network. And finally, thanks, to my life partner. Thanks to this masters, I actually met him and we got engaged. So thank you for putting up with the period, the whole thesis period. It was not easy, but you did really well, and here we are. So yeah, love you guys. Thank you so much.
Congratulations once again. Next up, we have Elsa Alcuetas from Philippines. And the diploma will be delivered by the Ambassador of Philippines in Portugal.
So, 23 years ago, a little girl hurriedly climbed the chair of a cemented waiting shed in the hopes of taking a glimpse of the vicinity of the primary school where she will soon be attending. As she was tiptoeing, trying hard to look past her the fence, a neighbor called her out that she might fall. While shouting warning at her, another neighbor interrupted and said, just let her be. Just let her daydream. She will never finish her education anyway, just like all the other kids in the neighborhood. Puzzled by how that neighbor judged that little girl, she ran back home. It was too much for a 5-year-old to process. 23 years after, the same little girl is standing in an international crowd who just received her international master's. But you see, today, it's not mainly about the life of that little girl. She is just but one out of the more or less 80 lives that has been transformed to becoming better version of themselves throughout this amazing master's program. Every one of us ought to say thank you to all the heroes behind the conceptualization, founding, and eventually the creation of this program, ably spearheaded for the last 5 years by Professor Maria Doris Guerrero. You deserve not just a tap on the back, but I think a double tap with an even very, very tight hug of congratulations and the job well done. Look at us, the 5th cohort, your last babies of ISCTE. These are a mix of all the beautiful people which you all took part in making and molding. It wasn't easy handling an international crowd. It's like managing the entire world. Poor Eduardo, he had to take all of it. But congratulations, Eduardo, you are graduating with all of us today. And this program did not only ensure that we get the best experience, but also the best education, so to say that it was able to bring the entire world, the professors coming in from all over the countries, like New Zealand, Australia, UK, etc., etc. They just came in to share all their knowledge. I remember one time in Sweden, there was this one professor who flew in just a few hours before her class. She was very disoriented as we are as she discussed the research methods. But anyway, but you see, dearest professors, more than that of the knowledge that you have shared, it is the passion that you rekindled in each one of us to take steps, may it be little or bold, to ensuring that this world will become a better place for all the families and children. To all the professors we encountered, you are an essential builder of what we have become, not only as a professional, but as a person. Endless thank you to each one of you. This program has accorded us a family in different parts of the world that we will forever have and cherish. Please allow me to thank them swiftly. My classmates, whom I dearly love, I will not mention each one of you. It was my privilege to know all of you. Our friendship is my life's treasure. The challenge now is to keep this passion to serve the people burning. We might not be able to change the entire world in the long run, but it wouldn't hurt if we try a little. To the Republic of the Philippines, ably represented by the dynamic ambassador of the Philippines to Portugal, Honorable Celia Ann Feria, who ensured that we are safe, comfortable, and our issues are immediately responded to even outside her jurisdiction. Thank you so much, ma'am. The Department of Social Welfare and Development, who supported me with this academic endeavor. To the European Commission for funding this program. To my family that is not present here. To my mama and papa, who is always proud, even carrying their iPads around, showing to the neighbors that, look, my daughter is studying in Europe. My friends who checked on me every time. The Filipino families who opened their hearts and their home whenever I needed shelter. To each one of you, I am in deep gratitude with all of you, and I share this life-changing milestone. Dalaygon ang Diyos, daghang salamat. Thank you, everybody.
Next up, we were supposed to have Iliana from Greece, but then unfortunately she's not present here, but we'd still like to congratulate her for her success. And the diplomas will further be delivered to her. Next up, we have Caroline Pedersen from Norway, and then the diplomas will be delivered by Dr. Alfred Masike Noma.
can't be long up here because I already start crying. Okay, 2 seconds. Can I turn around? Is that okay? Like, I will stand like this, okay? No, it's fine. I will make it. First of all, I want to thank my 2 supervisors, Eddie Valakira and Padre Bukenya, for helping me through this process. Don't cry, you guys can't cry. Then at least I will cry. And I want to thank Justice for helping us in the process when we were in Makerere, helped us with finding accommodation and helped us in the school, helped us with the whole process. I want to thank Maria and Eduardo from here. Eduardo has always been with us on the email, so we email him all the time, Eduardo, we need help, and he responds. And I want to thank Elizabeth for being so kind and taking us so good into Stavanger University. Thank you. And I want to thank Toril, a professor in Stavanger, that helped me in the process of the masters. I want to thank Ingrid and Stefan. And also, okay. This is too hard. I don't see how you can do this, guys. I want to thank my whole family that came here with me. I'm so grateful. Even my uncle came to see me. And my brother, Ole Mikael, his wife, Raquel, Ariane, and Matthias, and Mama, Papa, Mom and Dad, that's always supporting me and with everything I do, and they say everything is great. So even if I got a bad grade, they go, oh, that's good. It was better than me, my dad says. And I want to thank my partner in crime, Paolo, that have been with me in this process. We got together right before the masters, so our relationship had been distant for 2 years, and we made it. So now we can do everything. I want to thank all my colleagues. We're like a family. It couldn't be better. Like, we've been so close, and we've been living on top of each other, and we've been playing around and having fun. Always with Andrew in the front. And I'm thanking Valentina and Laura for being with me in Uganda and supporting me, and also for we could talk about things in Uganda that was hard and that was easy and everything. And also, I want to thank Elizabeth, that has been half of my part here in this whole masters. This master would never have been the same without you. And I never felt like it's always somebody you can talk with about everything, and that's Elizabeth. So I think I should be finished now, but just wait, I just need to see. Okay. Yes, I'm finished, and thank you everyone.
Thank you, Caroline, for putting me in a dilemma whether to keep going with the show or start crying in the corner. But yeah, let's move on. Next up, we have Laura Sirabella from Italy, and the diploma will be given by the ambassador of Italy in Lisbon, Uberto Vanni, the Archirafi. Thank you.
Let's see if we go on the right side. There we are.
I am very grateful for being here today and for being part of this program. I feel from today I am... It's very hard, Caroline, to talk after you. I feel from today I am a better social worker than I was before. I question many of my beliefs, and I am more aware of my limits and my potentialities thanks to all the opportunities to share experiences and ideas with this inspiring group of people that you are meeting today. I would like to thank, of course, the MFamily Consortium for organizing and implementing this master and for choosing me among many other candidates. Thanks to all the professors for sharing their knowledge with us. All your lectures have been extremely enriching. And as I spent the last semester in Uganda, a special mention goes to that beautiful country that hosted me and to the support of Makerere University, especially my supervisors, Justus and Firminus. Thanks to my family, my beloved ones, that traveled to be here today and to celebrate with me. Thank you very much. And I have to say that these 2 years would not have been the same without the support of my partner in life. You were with me when I submitted the first exam in Lisbon, and you were also close to me when I submitted the final version of the dissertation in Kampala. Thank you. And finally, thanks to all my friends from the 5th cohort of MFamily, you made this journey unique and special. Congratulations to all of us. Thank you.
Yes, next up we have Loan Vong from Vietnam, and the diploma will be delivered by Dr. Inar Ingebretsen.
I remember that's the first day when I first time I found the MFamily program on the internet. So after a long time, don't know what to study for my master, and then I feel my heart just beating, and then I know, oh, this course for me. And then and then I really feel grateful when I was given the opportunity to become part of the amazing program. And after 2 years, with lots of support from our coordinator, our Queen Maria, Eduardo, Claudia, and then lots of professors from different universities, we make it till today. We all finish our dissertation on time and can get the ticket to go out there. But the thing I didn't expect at all, but that I feel really, really thankful, is to become friends with all of my classmates. Like, this is the first time in my life I'm in that big group and sub-diversity group, but all of us like somehow become one, and we navigate to go with each other and share a lot of good time together, and even the hard time. I remember, like, when I'm going through the dissertation process, it's just a really tough time for me, and I always have someone take me every day, like, Lan, are you okay today? How are you today? So it's really I'm really feel grateful to be a part of your group, and you will be missed for all of my life. And my last word, I want to say thank you to my husband, who's with me and encouraged me to apply for this scholarship, even though he knew that we will have a long distant relationship for 3 years. And then today he flew that far to be with me and share with me this moment. And yeah, the last word, congratulations to all of you, my beloved classmates, friends, and I wish your next journey will fill with full of happiness and success. Thank you.
It is indeed amazing to see the strong bonds that you all have created in this cohort. Well, next up, we were supposed to have Maggie, but she is unfortunately not present, so let us still give her a round of applause. Moving on, we have Natalie from Canada. And the diploma will be delivered by Professor Maria João Pena.
Thank you. I wrote a few words, but I think I've told all of my classmates today that I don't want to say anything. So I will be brief, as I always am in class. But I just really want to say thank you to many different people. Thank you to everyone involved with MFamily, to the consortium, to Erasmus for selecting us and funding us, to all the professors and the teachers, and again, shout out to Eduardo, who is so patient with us, with a million emails, a million. Thank you to my family and my loved ones, those who are here and who are not. You've supported me long before I got to this program and will continue to long after it ends. It means so much to me that you've traveled halfway across the world to be here. And without your encouragement, open minds, support, a little sarcasm, it's mainly my dad, and a lot of love, I would not be here today. Lastly, thank you to the other people graduating with me. You've all changed my life for the better and taught me so much about the power of kindness, the importance of breaking down stereotypes, and mostly about friendship. I feel happy knowing that this is a room filled with people who make the world a nicer place to be every day. Congratulations and thank you.
You might want to come back. Congratulations once again. Next up, we have Nazgul Irisova from Kyrgyzstan Republic. And Professor Justice will be delivering the diploma to Nazgul.
Yeah, this is again my second name is a microphone that I don't like, but yeah. Good afternoon, dear professors, guests, ambassadors, friends, and families. 2 years ago, very late in the evening, I received the best birthday gift I was dreaming about, which changed my life and gifted me with one more family of 16 people who are very supportive, brave, smart, and beautiful in and out, and professional and kind. And we call it MFamily Fifth Cohort. 2 years ago in this room, we met each other where we were saying like, hey, how are you? Where are you from? What's your name? And we started our journey. We started from Portugal. We traveled to Stavanger, then we traveled to Gothenburg, and then we were divided into 4 universities, including Uganda. During those 2 years, there were ups and downs. We shared happy and sad moments. We cooked together, we traveled a lot together, and we lived like a family and supported each other in different situations. We had a lot of potlucks on Fridays, and we had fikas after classes, and we had a lot of pastéis that we missed a lot. And we tried the brown cheese in Stavanger, where for the first time, we tried it. We did a lot of picnics and hikes, and as Andrew said, we did a lot of crazy things like going out and going the next class to the classes. It was amazing time. It was amazing 2 years, and we had not only the classes but also lessons, which was lifelong. It was memories, unforgettable memories, and priceless experience. And we also have created a bond of respect and friendship. So now, we completed our master's degree, and we will be spread around the world. But wherever we'll go, we will be always a family, once and family forever. There are new adventures waiting for us, and everything what we have learned during this master program, we're gonna apply. And I would like to thank our coordinators, Maria, thank you so much, Stavanger University, Elizabeth, Gothenburg University, Stefan and Ingrid, and Uganda, Kampala University and our professors, and the supervisors from the internship places for sharing the knowledge and giving us this great opportunity and experience and network and studying and living in different countries and experiencing amazing time. Sorry, I'm just like, I'm trying to look at my notes and then I'm just forgetting because, thanks for sharing your knowledge and giving us motivation, for caring about us. Like, we felt like we are master's degree students, but at the same time, we felt like we are kids. Like, every time when our professors were hugging us, coordinators were hugging us, we were like, oh, like, Yeah, and then I also would like to thank Eduardo for being so patient with us. Like, I guess, as Natalie said, million letters, emails were going to him. Of course, thanks to everyone for inspiring us, for motivating us, and for moving forward. I would like also to thank all the parents and relatives for coming today and joining our graduation. And thank you so much for giving me such a great friends that coming from different countries of the world. And I would like to, dear my family, fifth cohort, I really love you all, and all of you, most of you now said the very nice words, and we are crying, and I'm trying to be calm. I love you all, and I will miss you all greatly. And you are the world change makers, and I'm sure that there are great things are waiting for all of us, and we'll do our best. And yeah, and thanks for being so supportive during the last 2 years. And yeah, it was amazing 2 years. And I'm very grateful for everything and for being part of this MFamily program. And it was a wonderful experience. And congratulations to all of us. And good luck to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Nazgul. Now I'd like to call upon Nino Chiputi from Georgia. And I'd like to request Professor Margarita Barroso to come and deliver the diploma.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a very emotional day. 2 years ago, all of us were sitting here in this room, thrilled yet anxious that we were embarking on a new career path. Our heads were full of expectations and hopes. 2 years ago, when we were attending the graduation of the previous cohort, at that time, our own graduation seemed really far away. But these past 2 years have flew too fast. Today is the day we give short commencement speeches with our teary eyes and celebrate getting a master's degree. What a wonderful journey it was. I want to thank the program creators, teachers, participants, family and friends, and everyone, each of you in this room who made this experience unforgettable. It was 2 years of transformation, new friendship, contacts gained from all over the world, and lifelong friendships that we built. Living in different countries was challenging, moving from one place to another, but yet it was very rewarding. An experience that I will cherish for the rest of my life. MFamily was a tremendous opportunity that allowed us to learn about ourselves, who we truly are, or we tried. Throughout the program, we struggled. We overcame many obstacles. We learned how to cooperate, tolerate, negotiate, cope with different problems, but we made it. And we're probably stronger than ever. The name of the program, MFamily, perfectly describes the type of relationship we developed between each other. We became a family. We're empowered, bold, inspired, and full of motivation to start a new life journey. And on this note, I would like to wish all of you the best of luck. This transition period is not easy. We have a lot of question marks in our heads, a lot of thoughts, a lot of decisions to make, but I assume that's how it should be. And I'm hoping for the best. MFamily was truly a life-changing experience, and I want to thank all of you for making this journey colorful and memorable. And I would love to thank my friends and family who are presented in this room and flew all the way from Georgia in the US to just be here with me and support my happiness, share my happiness. Thank you.
We're slowly approaching towards the end of diploma deliveries. Now I'd like to call upon Prisma Gimre from Nepal. And I'd like to call upon Professor Ines Amaro to hand over the diploma.
Good afternoon, dear friends, family, parents, professors, and designated guests. Welcome to our graduation ceremony. I cannot believe that it's been 2 years already that we set out on this journey, and today is our graduation. It feels surreal. I remember 2 years ago, we were sitting on that side of the aisle and listening to the graduation speeches from the MFamily third cohort, getting carried away, overwhelmed. And during those speeches, we were told multiple times that this will be the best 2 years of our lives, and I couldn't agree more. It was a spectacular journey of life, a diverse and multicultural learning experience, happiness, a little bit of adjusting and adapting, and a whole lot of fun with you all. I will forever cherish the moments that I spent with you all, be it inside the classroom or outside having picnics, traveling, and creating our memories. And for this wholesome experience, I have a long list of people to thank for. I would like to start by thanking my parents and my family for their love and support. Thank you for all your sacrifices, hard work that you have put in relentlessly to raise your girls and prioritize our hopes and dreams before everything else. And maybe I haven't thanked you enough for all of this, so a big thank you for everything that you have done so far. Also, I feel extremely proud and honored that I get to share this happiness with my whole family who have joined me today from different corners of the world. They traveled from UK, Germany, and all the way from Nepal to be here with me and share my happiness. And for my parents, it's their first ever trip to Europe, so yeah, I welcome them all. Similarly, I thank all the professors for guiding us through the academic streamline, for supporting and instilling newer perspective on social work and in life. Likewise, a big shout out to MFamily program and all the partnering universities, ISCTE, University of Stavanger, Gothenburg University, and Makerere University for bringing us all from different parts of the world, bringing us from different corners of the world together and giving us wings to fly and to have this amazing experience with this unique study program. It not just broadened our academic spectrum, but also a new perspective in life, travel memories, and a diverse learning experience. And last but not the least, I have to thank my amazing bunch of friends for sticking together through everything along these 2 years, for the amazing memories and all the love that you shared with me. It's also special and will remain in my heart forever. And I know all of us are anxious and unaware of what's gonna happen next, but I'm sure we are all wiser and evolved individuals than yesterday, and I'm sure we will find our way as professionals. So firstly, a huge congratulations for all of us for graduating, surviving our thesis, and all the very best for your future. I think it's still sinking in my head that we've graduated, and I've not realized it fully. And when I was flying into Lisbon, there was a lot of nostalgia, and I was thinking like maybe I'm going to start my master's all over again, but instead I'm here giving my commencement speech. But I'm confident that something better is ahead of us for all of us. And each one of us will be able to make contributions from wherever we are, both personally and professionally. And my best wishes to MFamily program and future cohorts. And I hope this program will go more and merrier and continue to transform the lives of students from all around the globe. And to my friends, professors, hope we will cross our paths sooner somewhere in the future. Thank you for everything.
Next up, we have Rose from Uganda. And I'd like to welcome Professor Raquel Matias on the stage to deliver the diploma.
Oh my God, I'm losing all my words. I thank God for the gift of life and the gift of this opportunity to travel the world. This master's came at a point in my life when I was praying and asking God to make a way for me to, find a, master's opportunity, because I definitely couldn't pay for myself. And when I applied and received the mail, I just couldn't believe it, and I'm very thankful. And I definitely thank the European Commission for making this possible for young ladies like us and from Uganda, to have this opportunity to travel the world, meet amazing people and meet amazing teachers. And I am very thankful to the coordinators from all the universities. I am very, very thankful for your support, your kindness, and, for each of your contribution towards my being a better woman. And of course, to my teachers from all the universities, you've been so amazing. For me, I just feel like I have other parents in Europe, because you got out of your way. It wasn't just about class, but it was also about our well-being, and for that, I'll forever be thankful to you. And my other thanks go to my family, both in Uganda, and my family that has represented today, Mr. Innocent Ilonga and Miss Cindy Mutembo. I am very, very grateful to you. Thank you for giving me a home, for giving me a family away from Uganda, and I will always be grateful to you. And to you, my dear classmates, we've been through a lot together. I had my health issues all throughout the 2 years, but I can't forget that each time I reached out to all of you, you were willing to. You are willing to help me. It's not been easy, but thank you so much for loving me. Thank you so much for being so kind to me. Thank you so much.
Very beautiful moments we're getting to witness today. So last but not the least, I'd like to welcome Valentina from Italy to receive her diploma. And once again, the diploma will be delivered by the Ambassador of Italy in Lisbon.
So I've been dreading this moment immensely for the past 2 years, mostly for the speech that has to be held in a very, very emotional moment. So hopefully nothing wrong goes now. But I still have to be thankful and express my gratitude to many, many people. And I'm also glad that my colleagues already said it in such beautiful ways. So maybe for once I will be brief, hopefully, at least on the last speech. First and foremost, to the cohort, to all the partner universities, for seeing something in my applications 2 years ago, and for giving me this opportunity. It's been an incredible experience. I am a totally different person, as I'm sure everybody in the class. And also I'm thankful for the confusion this master has given me on what to do in the next months and years. It's a true blessing because it opened so many doors and windows on the world, and that's a true gift that I will forever be grateful for. I, of course, have to be thankful to all my classmates and friends for the adventures, for teaching me so much about other cultures, about everything. And I will forever remember you, and I hope you remember me when you get married, so I can come and visit. And I want to thank my small Italian delegation that flew all the way here to share this moment with us, and in specific my father, of course. I couldn't have done it without his support, and I will not say anything more because this mascara is not waterproof. I have a very small closing note. I remember 2 years ago we were sitting here and somebody's speech encouraged us to remember what pushed us towards the profession of social work, which is ultimately the love for whether the other person, the social justice or equality. But what makes this profession so great is also the personal willingness to encourage and engagement, yes, to make a change, regardless if it's a small one or a big one. And over these past 2 years, I've seen so much passion and energy and courage in all of you. And I'm sure with these qualities, you will do such incredible things, and I can't wait to witness all of them. That's it.
Wow. My question to my audience and my brilliant graduates, how are you feeling? Let's relieve the excitement. So up next, we have a lot of surprises. It might not come as a surprise to some, but for some it could be really exciting. So now I think it's time to rise above all the tears and start smiling and looking at the things that have made you who you are. And before that, before the closing ceremony, we have 2 small videos that we'd like to show you. The first one is from our very own graduate, Maggie Licage, who wasn't able to be here today, unfortunately, but who would also like to say a few words. So we'd play the video right now.
Hello, dear professors and very dear friends. I wish I was there with you today to celebrate the end of this wonderful journey. You know, even though I cannot see your faces, I can feel your hearts, full of emotions, happiness, pride, joy. What a wonderful time we had in these 2 years. And yes, it's true, we also had moments of difficulties that we had to confront, but most of them were moments of happiness and adventures that will be remembered during all our lives. You know, I was thinking if I would ask each of you to write down the definition of a successful graduate, I'm sure that we'll quickly discover many common themes, like dedication, perseverance, integrity, honesty, hardworking. And the main theme would be winner, because yes, each of us is a winner. As we know, after this day, each of us will take his own path in life. And I wish you the best of luck. At the end, I'd like to thank all those people who made possible this master program, all the professors and all you, dear friends, who made this experience more beautiful. You know, there is a famous quotation that says, "Goodbyes are not forever. Goodbyes are not the end. They only mean I'll miss you until we meet again." So goodbyes, my dear friends. I hope to see you one day. Until then, take care, and me and Dream are sending lots of love.
I think it is the nature of a graduation ceremony to have a bittersweet mix of celebration, goodbyes, and of course the start, the new beginning. Look forward to that as well. So to sum this all up, there's another video, and the second and the closing moment was graciously put together by our very own Prisma Gimire. And it contains great memories from the 2 years of your master course, and we'd like to share it with you. Enjoy.
West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads. Like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me
Thank you so much, Prisma. That was absolutely moving. Yep. So I was looking at all the hidden talents that your cohort had, and it was exciting. I see some singers in there, some musicians, but guys, hold on. You guys are not the only extra talented people in the room, because we have Mr. Stefan, our very own professor, who is going to do something spectacular that has never, ever happened in this stage before. But we saw a little demo in Gothenburg last cohort, so to revive all that has happened, and so you can enjoy this wonderful theme song for the graduation ceremony of MFamily 5th edition, let me welcome Professor Stefan.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But it's not a one-person performance. I think you all have a text here, don't you? All right? And it's actually a summary of your speeches, more or less.
I hope all the students will do this come. Yeah, so you can get the lyrics of the song.
Then the days got shorter in the Nordic dark and cold, and most of you they got to get away. Then spring came, and you could live again. You survived the worst by having fun. Some parties, and you understood what teachers here expect, and you did pass the classes one by one. We are the world, we got the masters, we got the expertise and skills to stop the bastards. Give us just a year or two, we'll change it, you will see. It's true, let's get a world for you and me. When things went wrong, the visa never came, no clothes to wear or practice place for you. There was a light, a candle in the dark. Maria, Elizabeth, Ingrid, help you through, or just us. We are the world, we got the masters, we got the expertise and skills to stop the bastards. Give us just a year or two, we'll change it, you will see. It's true, let's make a world for you and me. Here come the bridge. Now it's time to go, it's time to move back home. But we hope to get home here, everyone. So please come back, you make our day. It's true, you make a better world for us, you see. Last refrain. We are the world, we got the masters, we got the expertise and skills to stop the bastards. Give us just a year or two, we'll change it, you will see. It's true, let's make a better world for you and me.
Thank you, everyone. I'm sure you enjoyed this performance. Well, with that, I think we almost come to the end of today's ceremony. And I hope that you have enjoyed yourself. I wish you all the greatest happiness, and I wish you the best of luck. And I really know for sure that you will excel in your future and you will definitely reach your career goals. At this juncture, I'd like to call upon Professor Claudia to officially close the ceremony. And for me, thank you very much, everyone, for being such a wonderful audience, and congratulations to our social workers. Woo!
So I have no words to thank you all. I think you were so touching in so many ways, and it could not end better. So thank you all. By the way, I missed to mention at least 2 countries. So who is from Uganda? Ah! And who is from Hungary? are not here anymore, but was. Have I missed any other country? Poland! Who is from Poland? And who came from USA? So in the end, we had 21 nationalities in this room. And France, 22. I also would like to thank Ashim Budal. You can see a student from a former cohort who presents this session. She could not be better. Thank you so much. And the ceremony just ends here, but we will continue in a cocktail in a terrace in the third floor. We'll go all together and we will have a musical surprise. So we invite you all in the other building to follow to the cocktail. Thank you.